Okay, this video will sort of summarize Unit 1 and set the stage for us going forward into Units 2, 3, and 4. We call it the secret of life. And it'll kind of show us how things are connected and again set us up for what we are in for in the next couple of weeks. So if we want to look at this secret of life diagrammatically, we can put DNA as the root of this. The secret of life, deoxyribonucleic acid, this sequence of bases, A's, T's, G's, and C's, that are organized to form units of inheritance called genes. And these individual genes are found on the chromosomes made up of DNA molecules inside of our cells and the cells of other eukaryotic organisms. Now, genes can be converted. The information inside of the gene is going to be converted and used to build proteins. But in order to do that, DNA needs a helper. And these are these molecules of RNA. Both messenger RNA and transfer RNA are going to be used during this gene expression process where the information stored on the gene in the form of A's, T's, G's, and C's is going to be turned into the sequence of amino acids that are used to build a protein. And recall that the proteins have very specific levels of structure, from primary structure, which is the sequence of amino acids, to secondary structure, the hydrogen bonding that creates the alpha helix or the beta pleated sheet, to tertiary structure where the protein really begins to take on its three-dimensional shape, and then finally quaternary structure where the proteins are mixed with other polypeptides and used to form this fully functional protein. Remember, the function of a protein is determined by its shape, and we talked about lots of different functions of these proteins. But if we wanted to look at two broad categories of proteins, we could say that proteins can be either enzymes, which are those things used to catabolize cellular reactions, or they could be structural proteins. Now, enzymes and structural proteins both regulate cell metabolism, all the chemistry of a cell, and the way that the cell is shaped. So, if we look at how the cell functions chemically and how the cell is shaped, we can determine cell function. And so it's in this fashion that we see DNA as the secret of life, how it controls cell functions and ultimately the functions of tissues and then of organs and organ systems and organisms, etc., through our biological hierarchy that we've talked about. So this is what I call the secret to life, and we'll be looking at this for the rest of the semester. The last slide is a blank secret of life diagram that you can use to practice and fill in on your own.